Hello. Next topic is stone masonry. Stone masonry is stronger and durable. That is why it is used for the construction of big structures like dam, bridges, marine structures, etc. Here we will discuss the classification or different types of stone masonry. It is classified as rubble masonry, and ashlar masonry. Rubble masonry and ashlar masonry. What is the difference between rubble masonry and ashlar masonry? As you know, we are getting stone from the quarry. Suppose such stones are used for the construction. That masonry is called rubble masonry. Instead of that, if you are cutting the stone, polishing the stone, making it to the required size and shape, such stones are used in ashlar masonry. So we can say here undressed stones are used. Undressed stones. Whereas in ashlar masonry, dressed stones are used. So that is the difference between ashlar masonry and rubble masonry. Here stones which you are getting from the quarry directly using. Here after cutting, after making to a required size and shape, it is used. Again, this rubble masonry is classified as random rubble masonry, squared rubble masonry, and polygonal rubble masonry. Again, this random rubble masonry is divided into two. The first one, uncoarse random rubble masonry. I am writing the short form RRM, random rubble masonry. Broad to coarse, RRM, random rubble masonry. The same way, squared rubble masonry is also classified as uncoarse squared rubble masonry, SRM. Broad to coarse squared rubble masonry. And ashlar masonry is divided into three: plain or fine ashlar masonry, chamfered ashlar masonry, and ashlar facing. So this is the classification or different types of stone masonry. Stone masonry is divided into rubble masonry, ashlar masonry. Rubble masonry divided into random rubble masonry, squared rubble masonry, polygonal rubble masonry. Random rubble and squared rubble again divided into uncoarse and broad to coarse. Ashlar masonry, plain or fine ashlar masonry, chamfered ashlar masonry, ashlar facing. Now we will see one by one. The first one, uncoarse random rubble masonry. As you know, here undressed stones are used. Suppose if you want to construct a structure, say 3 meter height, here undressed stones are used, irregular stones. Irregular stones arranged one above the other like this. This is uncoarse random rubble masonry. Now you see the second one, then you will get the difference. Second one is broad to coarse, same structure, say assume 3 meter height. Irregular stones are used. Irregular stones. This is broad to coarse random rubble masonry. What is the difference between the first figure and second figure? In both cases, irregular stones are used, but here you see it is arranged in layers. First layer, second layer and third layer. So these are called courses. Courses. So first case, irregular stones arranged one above the other to get the required height. Whereas here, irregular stones arranged in layers. After completing first course or first layer, go for the second layer, go for the third layer. Like that it is arranged. That is the only difference. This is without course or without layer. This is with a layer. That's all. Now, second case, that is squared rubble masonry. Even though these are irregular stones, roughly squared stones arranged without layer and with layer. First case, roughly squared stones without any layer, roughly squared stones, uncoarse squared rubble masonry. If the same stones are arranged in layers, roughly squared stones, first layer, then second layer, then third layer, like that if it is arranged, it is called broad to coarse squared rubble masonry. So without layer, with layer, that's all. And the last one is polygonal double masonry. As you know, polygon, which is having many sides. Stones are having many sides are used for the construction. So it looks like this. Elevation, front view will be like this. Most of our building foundation, basement, it is constructed by polygonal rubble masonry. So these are the three different types of rubble masonry. First one, random rubble, under that uncoarse, irregular stones without any layer. Same stones arranged in layers of about 30 to 90 centimeter height, courses. That is called broad to coarse random rubble masonry. Roughly square stones without layer, uncoarse square rubble masonry. With layer, with layers, broad to coarse square rubble masonry, and stones are having many sides are usually polygonal rubble masonry. Now coming to the second classification, that is ashlar masonry. Here dressed stones are used. The first one, plain or fine ashlar masonry. Here stones are having same height or equal heights are used for the construction. Stones are having equal heights or same heights are used for the construction. So this is plain or fine ashlar masonry. Stones are having same heights or equal heights are used. Next one is chamfered ashlar masonry. Here the edges or corners of the stones are beveled at an angle of 45 degree like this. So this is 45 degree. So this portion, it is chiseled or beveled at an angle of 45 degree, so that the center portion will be projecting outward. This is a typical stone. Many such stones are used in chamfered ashlar masonry. So all these are used for aesthetic appearance for the building. And the last one is ashlar facing. In ashlar facing, stones are fixed only in the facing side. The wall may be constructed by either brickwork or concrete. So I am drawing the cross-sectional view of a wall. Then if this is the front side, facing side, only here the stones are fixed. Stones. So that is, stones are available only on the facing side. That is why it is called ashlar facing. So these are the three different types of ashlar masonry. First one, plain or fine ashlar, stones are having same heights are used. Chamfered ashlar, edges are beveled at an angle of 45 degree. 45 degree. Many such stones are used in chamfered ashlar masonry. And if stones are used only in the facing side, that is called ashlar facing. So stone masonry is divided into rubble masonry and dressed stones. Ashlar masonry, dressed stones. Rubble masonry, uncoarse. Irregular stones arranged without any layer. Without any layer. If the same stones arranged in layers of 30 to 90 centimeter height, courses, that is called broad to coarse. Then roughly squared stones without any layer, uncoarse squared rubble masonry. If they arranged in layers or courses, broad to coarse squared rubble masonry. Stones are having many sides are used in the polygonal rubble masonry. Then coming to the second one, plain or fine ashlar masonry, stones are having same heights, equal heights are used. If the edges are beveled at an angle of 45 degree, many such stones are used in chamfered ashlar masonry. And finally, if the stones are provided only on the facing side, that is called ashlar facing. Now we have seen brick masonry and stone masonry. Now we will compare both. Comparison of stone masonry and brick masonry. Comparison of stone masonry with brick masonry. Brick masonry. So we can compare stone masonry and brick masonry under the following title. First we will see the strength, then cost, then temperature resistance, water resistance, then appearance, then skilled labor requirement, then small wall construction. First one, strength wise, which is more stronger? No doubt, stone masonry is more stronger than brick masonry. Cost of construction is high for stone masonry, where it is low for brick masonry. Temperature resistance, any idea? Temperature resistance. Brick masonry will resist more temperature than stone masonry. That is why bricks are used in the furnaces. Lining of furnaces, you would have studied in chemistry. Lining of furnaces, bricks are used. Then water resistance, no doubt, stone masonry. That is why it is used for the construction of dams and all. Appearance wise, aesthetic appearance, no doubt, stone masonry, especially our ashlar masonry, ashlar facing and all, that will give very good aesthetic appearance. Skilled labor is required for stone masonry, where it is not required for brick masonry. Small wall can be constructed by brick. What is the minimum thickness? Structure bond we have seen. Thickness of wall is 10 centimeter. Minimum thickness is 10 centimeter. Whereas if you are using stone, the minimum thickness is 30 centimeter. So this is the comparison. So stone masonry is stronger than brick masonry. Cost of construction is less or low for brick masonry. Brick masonry will resist fire or temperature in a better way than stone masonry. Water resistance is high for stone masonry. Aesthetic appearance is possible with stone masonry. Skilled labor is required for stone masonry, whereas it is not required for brick masonry. And small wall can be constructed by brick masonry. That's all about stone masonry and comparison of stone masonry with brick masonry. Thank you.